September 6th, 2023. This is all of the news that you need. I'm Jimmy Church. Help support our show. You know how to do it. Get your T-shirts. We have two. Links are below. You can get one from The Game Changer. You can just order a shirt. We have the original Fade or Not shirts, and we have the new official Fade or Not shirts drawn by Michael Oming. Help support the show and the team and all of our work here by getting your Fade to Black T-shirts today. The links are below. Let's get straight to it. On this day in history, 1997, about a week after her death in a car accident, a funeral was held for Princess Diana, and an estimated 2.5 billion people watched the televised ceremony, which included a performance by Elton John on this day in 1997. Here's your Fader fact. Genocide. I know it's not food. I don't think. Cat urine glows under a black light because it contains the element phosphorus. And that is your Fader fact. Let's get to the breaking news. Scientists, that's going to freak you out. Just go with it. Scientists in the UK have grown a human embryo in a lab without sperm, egg, or womb. The full report was published in the journal Nature, and they used stem cells. The team describes their results as the first complete embryo model, one that mimics key cells and structures throughout the first 2 weeks of development. And that should freak you out. The team used a cocktail of chemicals that allowed the embryos to develop to the 14-day mark, the widely accepted legal cutoff for embryo research in any form. Under UK law, embryo models are distinct from human embryos. Wow. The Centers for Disease Control, here's another mention. Today's freaky news. Freaky News Wednesday. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC, has issued a health alert warning people about the risk of flesh-eating bacteria across the U.S. East Coast after 5 people died following infection. 1 person in Connecticut, another in New York, and 3 people in North Carolina died between July and August this year as the result of the infection of the Vibrio vulnificus, a deadly species of bacteria that lives in coastal waters. In a statement issued on Friday, September 1st, the CDC urged healthcare professionals and members of the public to be on high alert. Wow. It's the 4 horsemen, man. 4 horsemen. And now I've got 4 Roman swords. Check this out. A cache of 4 perfectly preserved Roman swords have been discovered by Israeli researchers in a cave overlooking the Dead Sea. 3 of the 1,900-year-old weapons, whose iron blades are 24 to 26 inches long, right? For real, were still in wooden scabbards. They were found in a nearly inaccessible crevice by a team photographing an ancient inscription on a stalactite. Archaeologists believe the swords were hidden by Judean rebels after they were seized from the Roman army as booty. There you go. A newly discovered comet, green comet, by the way, is swinging through our cosmic neighborhood for the first time in more than 400 years. The northern hemisphere would catch a glimpse as soon as possible, either this week or early next, because it will be another 400 years before the wandering ice ball returns. The comet, which is a half-mile wide in size, will sweep safely past Earth on September 12th, passing within 78 million miles. All you have to do is just look towards the northeastern horizon at about 1.5 hours before dawn. Yeah, I'm being kind of specific here. You got to get up early. Less than 10 or so degrees above the horizon near the constellation Leo. That's where you'll see it. The comet will brighten as it gets closer to the sun, but will drop lower in the sky, making it kind of tricky to spot. But you'll be able to see it with the naked eye. Although visible to the naked eye, the comet is extremely faint. So use binoculars. Very simple. Check this out. Dirk Schultz-Makuch, an astrobiologist at the Technical University in Berlin, recently claimed that NASA may have inadvertently discovered life on Mars almost 50 years ago and then accidentally killed it before realizing what it was. He said that after landing on the red planet in 1976, NASA's Viking landers may have sampled tiny, dry, resistant life forms hiding inside Martian rocks. All of this in his June 27th article for Big Think. If these extreme life forms did continue to exist, the experiments carried out by the landers may have killed them before they were identified, because the test would have been overwhelmed these potential microbes. And I'm quoting Schultz-Makuch. There you go. And finally, I'll leave you with this. This weekend, the Star Garden Topless Dive Bar in North Hollywood will reopen after a lengthy closure. The strippers at the club will once again be performing, and Actors Equity Association will have their back. That's right, unionized. Beginning tomorrow, Thursday, the Star Garden dancers will be the nation's only strippers with union representation. In March of this year, when the club's security guards repeatedly refused to protect dancers from threatening and abusive behavior from patrons, and the club's owners failed to address unsafe and unhealthy work conditions, Star Garden's dancers launched a picket line outside the club. In August of 2022, the dancers affiliated with Actors Equity Association and filed a petition with the National Labor Relations Board, the NLRB, seeking to have a union recognition election. In May of this year, in a settlement hearing with Actors Equity Association, the employer withdrew all election challenges. The NLRB counted the votes cast, and it was unanimous support for the union. There you go. There's all the Fade to Black breaking news. Star Garden, right down the street in North Hollywood. Pretty famous place. It's right there. All right. I got to keep you updated on my local town news. Fade to Black breaking news is produced by Renee Newman. This is all the news that you need for this Wednesday, September 6, 2023. I'm Jimmy Church. Go Beckley Tepe.